Hello, my name is Eric Tibbetts, and about 2 years ago I was at men's conference and the Lord spoke to me. And what He spoke to me about was my testimony, but not only my testimony, but the testimony of others. To put our testimonies out there to share, what God has done for us. In Revelations 12 and 11, it says that they are overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. And it struck me because it's in the same exact verse. We know there's power in the blood of Christ. We know there's forgiveness. We know that we can plead it upon us and have protection. But in the same verse, it talks about the word of our testimony. We have so much power in our testimony, but a lot of times, and I'm guilty of this as well, that we almost become embarrassed by it. And we don't want to share, what God's done for us because we're afraid that people are going to look at us differently or look at us in a bad light or negatively or, maybe not even want to talk to us anymore. But that's a lie. That's a lie from the enemy. Because I can tell you right now, God put that in His word, the power, the word of our testimony. There's power in that. So we have this power in us that we're not sharing, that this world needs to hear, that we need to hear. Iron sharpeneth iron. We're sharing our testimony. And I want to share my testimony. And so as God began to give this to me, I started thinking about, what can we call this? Is there anything else that, maybe can come out of this? And I was one night I couldn't sleep, and I just said, I'm going to go to the store. So I went to the store to go get some cereal. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I turned on the radio in the car, and Zach Williams' song, Survivor, came on. And the Lord said right there, He said, Survivors Talk. That's what we're supposed to name this. And the reason why it's survivors is things that we've survived, things that we've gone through, things that God at times has guided us, held us by our hand, or, for me, He carried me. And I want to put this out here. We're living in a world right now, in a pandemic. Earthquakes are going on. Tornadoes are happening. And people are scared. People are fearful right now. And if we can put this out here, put our video, put our testimonies out here, maybe we can help some people overcome like we have overcome. Maybe we can help them, get through some pain and hurts that they've had. Or people that have walked away, that are hurt. If you see this video, know God has done so much for me. And I would not be alive right now had it not been for Him. But I had to come back to my Father's house. I left my Father's house. And just like the prodigal, he went to a faraway country. He got as far away as he possibly could. But all the meanwhile, he was still thinking about his father. And when he was sitting there with those pigs, he said to himself, the servants in my Father's house eat better than this. How much more would I have if I returned to my Father's house? So he said, I'm going to go to my Father. And I'm going to ask Him, forgive me. I've sinned before heaven. Please forgive me. And I want to put out my testimony. When I came to my senses. And I want to share with you guys all the great things God has done for me. And my wife and I are going to do a video together. We have some other people that are interested, that they want to do their testimony as well. So, if you want to share your testimony, contact me, call me, and we can talk. We'll record it, we'll put it on YouTube, and just see where it goes. I just believe that God has so much in store for us. If we would just say, listen, I can't hide any longer what God's done for me. I'm not embarrassed to show it anymore. He loves us. And I hope that the videos that I put out, that we put out, that you see that we're being real. This isn't staged. I really am emotional about it because this is my passion. This is my burden. This is what God's put in my heart to do. So just join me. We'll go on this adventure together, put these testimonies out here, and let's just see what God's going to do. I love all you guys. Be on the lookout for some other videos. Bye.